and this is a third grade worksheet for Y-log, and the first topic I'm going to be going over is place value. I'm going to be doing numbers 1, 2, and 11. So if we look at number 1, we're trying to figure out what the place value of 3 is in 32. The number to the most right, which is 2 in this problem, is called the ones place. After the ones place, which is the 3 in this problem, is called the tens place. So for number 1, the 3 is in the tens place. Number 2, since we're looking for the 3 in 63, what place value it is, and since 3 is in the most right, it's going to be in the ones place. The last problem I'm going to be going over is number 11. Number 11, in 5,693, we're trying to figure out what the place value of the 5 is. So we're just going to start backwards and count to see what the 5 is. So the 3, since it's the most right, we start with that. That's going to be the ones place. After the ones place is the tens place, then the hundreds place, and lastly the 5 in this problem is called the thousands place. So number 11, the answer is going to be thousands. So for the next topic, we're going to be going over even and odd numbers, and I wrote what an even and odd number is on the top. So an odd number is any number ending in the digits 1, 3, 5, 7, and 9. And an even number is any number ending in the digits 0, 2, 4, 6, and 8. So we're going to be doing problems 1, 3, 8, and 16. So if we look at number 1, we can see that the 3 ends in a 3, so it's just 3. So number 1, the answer is going to be odd. If we look at number 3, we can see that 20 ends in a 0, which means that it's going to be an even number. And for number 8, we can see that 21 ends in a 1. So this problem, number 8, is going to be an odd number. And the last one, number 16, we can see that 1,000 ends in a 0, which means that this is going to be an even number. The third topic that we're going to be going over is multiplication. I'm going to be going over numbers 1, 10, and 15. So if we look at number 1, it's 4 times 5. You can either do multiplication through memorization, but if you don't have them memorized, you can also draw it out. So for the first one, 4 times 5, you're going to be drawing 4 circles and 5 pairs of those circles. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So if you count all of these circles up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, you can see that you get 20. So 4 times 5 is 20. I think the best way you can actually solve this is memorization. So I recommend memorizing your multiplication. So for number 10, you're going to have to actually set this up to solve this. You're going to have to write 12 times 7. You're going to have to write it in long multiplication form. So from this problem, you can see that you're going to have to multiply. And in order to multiply, there's actually steps to multiplying this. So you always have to start multiplying from the right. So the first thing you're going to have to multiply is 7 times 2. 7 times 2. The next thing you're going to have to start multiplying is 7 times 1. So since we need to multiply 7 times 2 first, you can either draw it or multiply it, but 7 times 2 is actually 14. So after you write the 4, since 14 is a 2-digit number, the second digit, you're going to write it on the top. And you're going to add it with the 7 times 1. 7 times 1 is 7. And you can't forget this little 1. So after you multiply 7 times 1, you're going to add 1. So 7 times 1 is 7. 7 plus 1 is 8. So the answer to 12 times 7 is going to be 84. And number 15, you're also going to have to set it up the same way you did with the previous problem. 13 times 10. So again, there's a format you have to solve it in. You have to solve 3 times 0 first, which makes 0. 0 times any number is 0. And the next step you're going to have to do is 0 times 1. 0 times 1, again, any number times 0 is 0. 3 times 1, so the next step you do is 3 times 1, which you're going to write on the bottom over here. So you can just draw a smiley face because there's nothing goes below the first digit of the multiplication number. And then lastly, you're going to multiply this number. So 1 times 1 is 1. 130. For the last topic, I'm going to be going over word problems. And I'm going to be doing number 5. It says, Sally and her dad went to catch some fish. Sally caught 12 fish and her dad caught 9 fish. They then decided to throw back 4 of the fish into the ocean. How many fish do they have left? This problem, you have to set up an equation. So 12 plus 9 minus 4. 12 plus 9 because you're talking about how many fish they caught, and then minus 4 because they threw away 4 fish. So we're going to solve it on the side. 12 plus 9. 9 plus 2 is 11. And if you add those, you get 2. And you have to subtract 4 because it says they threw away 4 fish. You're going to borrow, which gives you 11 and a 1. So 11 minus 4 is 7, and you bring down the 1. So they have 17 fishes in total.